Hi, Colonel fans. I'm Dan McBride, and it's time for another Colonel Cast to keep you updated on what's happening in EKU athletics. And as the fall sports season begins, today we're going to talk volleyball, and we welcome to the set the head coach of the EKU volleyball team, Lori Duncan. Coach, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I know your team is on campus and has started practice and getting ready for another big year.
Today was our first day. This morning was our first practice, and so far so good. Like what we see, we will be a little young. I mean, we've got one senior, but we've got 4 juniors, 2 transfers. So we feel good about our returning players. We've got 5 true freshmen, and that's going to be a challenge. But they, as a group, attitude-wise, work ethic, doing very, very well.
I know your schedule is always a tough one, and this year's no exception. You got a lot of road matches, especially.
Oh, well, we go to University of California, at Berkeley, and they'll be a top 25 team. Minnesota is there. They're one of the top 5 teams in the nation right now, and Utah State. So that tournament will be a very competitive tournament. But other than that, on our schedule locally, Louisville and the University of Kentucky, very competitive in women's volleyball in our state, and we play both of them away. And that's going to allot us the opportunity to have them come to EKU next year. But we look forward to both of those matches. Those will be good in-state rivalries for us.
And of course, the OVC always tough, and some real rivalries, I think, have been built, especially in the last few years, because your team's been so successful. There's a lot of folks who want to come in and knock off one of the better teams in the country.
And, it's going to be an interesting year in the OVC. The standings or the preseason picks haven't yet come out. They'll probably come out sometime today. I suspect Jacksonville State will be picked to win. The teams that I think will be tough, I think Moorhead and Murray, both Kentucky schools, and of course I think we'll be in the mix in the top 5. I'm not going to be disappointed. I'd rather be picked 3rd, 4th, or 5th, somewhere in that area, but we've been picked first the last 2 years, and it's not turned out the way we've wanted it. So I think being 3rd, 4th, or 5th will take some pressure off us. But Jacksonville State's been, they're a very good volleyball team, and that's been a great rivalry for us. Of course, Moorhead and Murray in-state, those will always be fun matches.
Talking a little bit about some of the specifics on your team, I know one key loss, obviously, you've got the all-time assist leader in conference history, Kelly Jennings, is gone, and she'll be a tough one to replace.
Looking at the 2 areas that I'm most concerned with are middle blocking, because we're not as deep in the middle blocking position as we have been. We've got 2 juniors that'll probably start in those roles, but keeping them healthy will be a big factor. One of them was injured. Amanda Wilson got hurt last year, and she's a phenomenal athlete, so not having her available last year hurt us. And then setting, and you don't replace the all-time assist leader in the conference easily. We've got a gal from the Chicago area, Kate Hendel, coming in as a freshman. A lot of responsibility, a lot of pressure. It would be similar to starting a true freshman at quarterback. But I like her attitude. I think that, I like the way our team has been bonding and the chemistry that they're creating. Those 2 positions, those setting and middle blocking, are the 2 areas that we'll probably have most of our concerns. But, from what we've seen to this point, we'll get where we need to be.
And of course, as with any team, having the support of the student body and the fans is critical, and I know you want to encourage everybody to come out. The volleyball matches are free, so good reason for folks to come out and watch. Well,
we've worked really hard in the last couple of years to create a great environment to come watch a volleyball match in. We've got our pep band there, the promotions and the things that we do to market matches and try to get different groups and organizations to come and attend. But the bottom line is how good the product you're putting on the court is. And if we can stay competitive in that area, it'll be well worth the price of a ticket, which is free, to come watch us play. And this year, this group, again, I just love their attitude, the work ethic. We are going to be a very competitive team in the conference. And as the preseason unwinds, I'll be able to determine how good in the conference. But I know we're going to be definitely in the top half. And, our goal is to win it. And we believe that we're going to have to, knock off Jacksonville and some of the teams that have won it in the last year to be where we want to be. But yeah, the environment, the more people we have supported, and that encourages our kids, as it would any group or any one of our teams, well supported, that makes a big difference.
Well, we certainly wish you best of luck, and we're all ready to get started.
Thank you very much for having me.
Coach Lori Duncan talking about volleyball, and if you have not been to a volleyball match, I encourage you to go out and check it out. It is a lot of fun, and the girls are incredible athletes. I promise you won't be disappointed. Again, for all of the news on EKU athletics, you can check out EKUsports.com to stay in touch each and every day. For the Colonel Cast, I'm Dan McBride. Thanks for watching, and go Colonels.